Now from the banks of the Ohio River, we welcome you to Paycor Stadium in downtown Cincinnati, Ohio. Here's the veteran Will Lutz to get us going. And off we go here in Cincinnati. Palmer now to return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. Not something you want to see in the opening minute of the game. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Only a gain of 1 on the game's opening play. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll stick with him again. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
Jackson now to throw on 1st down. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
We've now seen this quarterback show that he can beat you from both inside and now outside of the pocket. The ability to use his legs to flush out and buy time for his receivers. They uncover downfield, leads to a big pickup.
He's got room at the 30. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll get this inside the 20. A nice run. They're in the red zone. It's 1st down.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the 1st down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Here's a 1st carry for their running back. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. A design run here with Jackson. And he will get into the end zone. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Baltimore. Now Justin Tucker for the point after. He's got it. And the Ravens will take a 7-0 lead. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. First and 10. Watson going to throw right away. That one taken in by T. Higgins. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
On first down, Watson. Checking it down, this one is caught. Here's 2nd and 2. A run with the man from Louisville, Isaac Guerendo. And he's going to have a first down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up the first down.
Now, first down throw for Watson. Gonna get that complete to Jamar Chase. He's gonna be taken down at about the 30.
And it doesn't really matter who you put on him, Mike. When you want to play one-on-one man coverage against a receiver like this, there's not a whole lot else you can do. It's hard to put help over the top because the ball's being thrown out by the sidelines. I like playing in and out. I like playing zones. Somebody underneath, somebody over the top. Share the responsibility. But that's not what they're doing. That's straight man coverage. Quarterback sees the matchup. There's no question where the ball is going to go.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They'll go again with Guerendo. And that'll give them the first down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
Here's Watson taking off on the designed run. And he is going the wrong way, tackled back at the 7.
The reason teams love calling the quarterback's number on design quarterback runs, Mike, is because in the blocking scheme, you gain one additional blocker. It didn't matter here. The defense was ready for it, and they're able to bring the quarterback down for a loss.
And he turns out some of the hard yards in this area of the field, working it to the 3-yard line.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Now Watson on 3rd and goal. That's hauled in at the 2. To the goal line and in. Isaac Guerendo. Touchdown, Cincinnati. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Each team 1 possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Palmer now to return. A good return as he takes it across the 30. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Throwing Jackson. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass ball is incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
He'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Jackson now. A throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete.
It's always a risky decision anytime a quarterback tries to force the ball, especially into those tightly contested areas. Not a lot of daylight, not a lot of room for error. In this case, it just falls simply as an incomplete. But as this game unfolds, better decisions are going to lead to better results.
2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. From the gun, Jackson. He's got his man. It's complete to Thomas. It's a gain of 19 in the air. 1st down, Baltimore. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he'll get back to midfield, so no gain on that one.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. And that will be incomplete. They could not hook up on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. Here's a 3rd and 10. To throw is Jackson. Open man, left side. He's got it. 2 receptions for him on this drive. This one, good for 16 yards.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the 1st down.
Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll bring this inside the 30. A gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Now a give on the ground. And he's close to the 1st down. Gets 4 yards on the gain, but it will bring up 3rd down. They have converted twice on 3rd down on this drive, and they need a yard here with 3rd and 1.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this 4th down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They'll run it and give it to the big guy. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he pushes forward for a couple on 4th and inches.
This play should always end up converting a 4th down, especially at this distance. But you can't tell me there weren't some nerves on that sideline as they sent that play in to snap it. But fortunately, nothing to worry about. The offense gets it done.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Here's a toss, right side. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. They'll try to throw here with Jackson. Inside the 10, it is caught. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point, and now the next step is, can they come away with 6?
And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Ravens.
And this is just high-level quarterback play down here in the red zone. The way they teach them their progressions, Mike, it's touchdown, check down. You don't want to take a sack, and you certainly don't want to turn the ball over. He knows he has nothing down the field, nowhere to go to his receivers and tight ends. Check it down to your back, let them do the rest after the catch, and it results in a touchdown.
Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Watson now on 1st down. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
The defense had their sights set on making a big play one way or another. First, it was the initial pressure. They thought they had the quarterback for a sack. But then they get their hands on the ball. And I think if you're this offense walking back into the huddle, Mike, an incomplete pass there is probably the best possible outcome.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down. A gain of 11 there, and a 1st down. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Watson. He's going to let it go deep for Chase. That long one's going to bring them 1st and goal. He is brought down at the 5-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
5 yards from the house. They've got it 1st and goal. Here's a run. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Isaac Guerrero. Touchdown, Bengals. That's his 2nd touchdown of this one. And he's got a half dozen for the year. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
So Now back to level after the touchdown. In time for the kickoff. This fielded at the 2. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Jackson looking to throw. The outside complete to Thomas. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this first half and good enough for a 1st down. Handoff here, up the middle. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Second and 7. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up. I dare you to try to stop us. And right now, this defense has no answers.
They'll go with a counter on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down.
This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
Here's a 2nd and 12. From the gun, here's a handoff, and they'll stop it. At least it's an improvement over the last play. They're not losing yardage, but it didn't gain any here, and now it's going to be 3rd down.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
Third and long. Now, Jackson. That pass to the sideline. Nice job to bring it in and stay in bounds, but still short of that 1st down.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
And that is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a tie ball game.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. On the handoff, it's Garenda. And he'll take this up to the 48-yard line. Roquan Smith there to bring him down. Second down and 8. One more time, it's Garenda. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. Watson. He's got a receiver. It's Chase. Already closing in on 100 yards receiving in the first half. That one picks up a 1st down. They'll give it to Garenda. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. A run with Garenda. And he's going to bring this one close to a 1st down. Looks like they'll mark him just a yard short. Third and a yard. They bring Chase in motion. On 3rd down, here's Garenda. Now timeout Cincinnati. That's their 2nd, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in half number 1.
Anytime you're having a really good drive like this, Mike, you just hate to see it stall out on the fringe of the red area. But in this case, not only do they pick up some good yardage on the ground, they get a fresh set of downs to hopefully go in and finish this drive with a touchdown.
He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
To throw on 2nd down is Watson. The coverage too strong that time. The ball batted away and incomplete.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend. So give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page and the ball falls incomplete.
A couple of 3rd down conversions already on this drive. This one tougher. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. That one is caught in the back of the end zone. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Here's Lutz now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Bengals have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. So, still the matter of 6 seconds remaining in this half. And the kick's away. Palmer now to return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Now Jackson. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end. Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. On first down, here's Garendo. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, here's Watson. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
Every defense in the league, Mike, they stress the importance of defending the middle of the field. And in this case, that's just too much room to operate. They have to find a way to close and cloudy up those windows, make the quarterback throw the ball to the sidelines. When you allow him to operate in there, especially with that much space, you're going to make for a long day.
On first down, it's Watson. To the outside, it's looked in by Chase.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Here comes Garendo. He'll get about 2. That is Nnamdi Madubuike there to bring him down.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
They'll run. Here's Garendo. They'll bring him down right at the 35, but that is good enough. They pick up the 1st down.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the 1st down, and they're able to convert.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Off the bootleg, here's Watson. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down? He's taken down at the 33-yard line. About 2 yards makes it 3rd and 8.
Got to get this to the 25. Here's 3rd down. Here's Watson. He's to the 15. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. From the 1-yard line, 1st down and goal. They'll try to run this one in. He'll get this forward, no signal. They're going to mark him down at the 1. From the little closer. Here's second and goal. They'll go with him again. And he will score again. Isaac Guerrero. Touchdown, Bengals. 3 touchdowns in this one. He now has 7 for the year. And make it 3 touchdowns. Now, remember, he caught the one earlier. That his second rushing touchdown of the game.
And, Mike, this is what every offense is searching for out of the running back position. Can you impact the game equally on the ground as you can through the air? And that's exactly what this guy has done so far today.
So now after the touchdown, Luck's going to send this one away. Palmer now to return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Back to throw, Jackson. Quick throw here is complete. And he's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
A gain there of 20. Good for a Raven first down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
Jackson. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. Second and 11. Jackson up top again. That's to the sideline, taken in by Thomas. 13 yards on the catch there. First down, Baltimore. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Second down, Jackson. To the right side here, pass is caught. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
We spent so much time talking about these receivers. How fast do they run, Mike? How high do they jump? But so often, the guys that have the most success in the NFL, it's the mental part of the game. It allows them to create separation, find soft spots in the defense, attack defenders. It's exactly what he's able to do here, and really nice connection.
A gain of 11, and it's first and goal.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense at...
He's got his big tight end. Touchdown, Baltimore. Touchdown, Baltimore. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. First and 10. Now Watson. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Like, I love studying the NFL and just seeing the amount of ways NFL coordinators are able to get their running backs now involved in the passing game. They're kind of chess pieces. They can move them out in the slot. They can put them out wide. Of course, out of the backfield. It's a big part of today's modern NFL.
That one caught by Adams. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
There's not a lot to this route. Man coverage, and you got a drag route. Give him a little something off the line and go. Win with speed. Good, accurate ball on the front shoulder pad. Allows him to pick up the rest after the catch and leads to a big game.
For the sideline, brought in by Chase.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. To the air again. Watson. That's going to be incomplete, and the clock will stop. Likely one more play in this third quarter.
At this level, you just would expect a little bit better execution and accuracy on those intermediate throws. I think he had an opportunity there for a nice pickup. Off target, off rhythm, and ends up getting away from him.
Watson now on 3rd down. And that ball picked off. It's the ball hawk, Trayvon Diggs again. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. And we have a tie game. What a big turnaround. The defense comes up with the score to square the game, and they're an extra point away from taking the lead.
This defense took the field, Mike, saying we've got to get the ball back to our offense. Give them a chance to tie this up. Well, they didn't even need their offense to take the field. They did it all themselves, and as you said, they're an extra point away from taking the lead.
So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the third. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. And this one is fielded in the end zone. Will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Here's Watson. They'll try to hit him with a screen. Good hustle by the defense. They beat the offensive lineman to the blocks there. No gain on that screen pass.
It's a really good job defensively. The key is you don't want your defensive lineman to overcommit to rushing the passer, and you don't want your linebackers in secondary dropping too deep defending the pass. In this case, all three levels played disciplined, good football with good vision, That's why they're able to stop him for no gain.
And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
They need one right now. 3rd and long. Shotgun snap to Watson. Going for it all. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and throw the guy a parade for ultimately what was an incompletion, but can we just take a second to appreciate the arm strength he was able to show there? I mean, I think that ball is over 60 yards in the air, and I would be surprised if they continue to just air it out and see if they can complete one of those.
Trying to burn some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Now it's Jackson. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. A pickup of 12 yards. Good for a Raven 1st down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left. And it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
Jackson now on 2nd down. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. They'll motion over Flowers. He's got the 1st down and more than that. Out of bounds, but in business. They mark him down near the 2. It is a gain of 23 yards, and now they'll have 4 shots at it. It's 1st and goal. Go down, back at the 4.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Now back at the 4 for 2nd and goal. From the gun, Jackson. It is brought in the end zone. Zay Flowers. Touchdown, Ravens. Greg, they did everything they wanted to do on that drive, and now a chance to really make it an important lead.
Mike, with that touchdown there, they're an extra point conversion from extending this lead to a 2-score game. And at this point in the 4th quarter, I think they'd feel pretty good about their chances of holding on.
Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. So they come to the line for first down and 10. On the ground, it's Garenda. And he's got a Bengals first down as he gets this up to the 42.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. They'll go again with Garenda. And he's going to get him a first down here. Across midfield and down to the 45.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
They'll stay on the ground. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Number one rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They'll stick with him again. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. Time now becoming a factor as we get to third down. Watson. This is intercepted. Still going. The defense is having a day. They extend the lead with Greg their 2nd pick 6 of the game.
And that's just something you don't see very often in the NFL, Mike. I mean, you might see a handful of games each year where there's 1 pick 6. But to get 2 pick 6s in the same game, this defense is on fire.
Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
And with that run, this back is closing in on almost 100 yards for the game today, Mike. He's had a lot of those good chunk plays. This defense has not had a great answer for him so far.
They've got all 3 timeouts left, but need to score quick. It's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. He's beyond midfield to the 45. And he'll be taken down.
Doesn't matter the level of football, Mike. If they can't stop it, keep running it until they can. And I think that's what we're seeing here on this drive. Back-to-back explosive gains on the ground. I would imagine at some point the defense gives it a different look.
Wow. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. They'll run. They'll stick to the ground. Call it a gain of 13. And the Bengals going to have a first down.
Another big-time run right here, Mike, and it's pretty clear for everyone to see what the plan is for this drive. It's to turn around and continue to feed the back, because right now, the defense has no answers to stop them.
So, here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll drop to throw. Oh, no chance to get rid of that one. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
It's a 10-yard loss. Brings up 2nd and 20 at the Ravens' 28-yard line.
Now, on 2nd and long. They'll run here. Finding space at the 15. And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. The drive will start on the ground, and he surges forward for a gain of about 5. Down to a knee here goes Jackson. And that should do it. Now timeout Cincinnati. That's their 2nd. He'll just have to throw this one away. There is nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan. And then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the 2nd phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man. And it's exactly what they did here. And there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
This will be returned from the other side of midfield. And it's a very good return. He nearly broke it, setting up his offense inside the red zone. So it is a win here for the visitors, the Ravens. They get the home victory here in the division in the first of their 2 scheduled matchups. Of a chance to go for the season sweep on the road later in the season. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, We say so long, everyone.